Hello there, Matthias Bohmbal with you, bidding you a very pleasant greeting in the screen wonder of RCA color. We don't usually present in color, so this is an all-new feeling to me, and hopefully will be amusing for you. But that's not the novelty of this novelty. This novelty is stemming from the very interesting occasion that happens to me almost too regularly, when someone will approach me asking about a sartorial question. They say, "Do you really tie your bow ties?" Absolutely. Why wouldn't I tie my own bow ties? This is not an uncivilized world. One has to know how to put one's clothes together. But the question is posed so often, I thought I'd give you a short illustration of how we tie our ties here at MAB Hollywood. So we'll start with this lovely diamond peak bow tie that I'm presently wearing. I'm going to undo this tie so that we can begin our little lesson. Now, bow ties come in many shapes and sizes. There is the diamond peak, like this one, which comes to a point at the end of the tie. That's my personal favorite and are not so easy to find these days. There's also a tie that has a very straight, lovely design to the shape of the tie, which will just bunch up and look like a little straight or thin tie. This one from Brooks Brothers. Another rep from Brooks Brothers here is the standard bow tie with the end, which creates the standard nice bow, but still relatively conservative in the Brooks Brothers fashion. Some prefer a much wider butterfly bow, which is what this size would offer as well. So there are many types, and of course in evening clothes your white tie and your black tie may have any of these sizes or shape distinctions. So what you do is you simply slip the tie around the collar and then you bring up this end thusly. You flip the other side over and then it goes underneath and out up through the top. There you have it. That's the first essential step. Then you bring around this portion underneath that and put it on top, thus. Then you cinch it up a little bit, and then holding it like this, you then take this underneath to loop around one more time. So now you have the first part of the knot assembled. I'm looking at a mirror that's held by a stagehand right off the camera here, so I'm not doing it incorrectly, and I can see that, yes, that's just about ready. Then with your thumb and your index finger, you stick those through the knot underneath, and you grab this top portion and you pull it through. And would you believe it? Your tie is finished. Now, it's not exactly finished. The knot is pretty much finished. The rest is just straightening. So you just grab the little point on this side, and you can pull on this part of it to pull the knot a little bit tighter. And then you just straighten it to your own taste. You've got a little bit more here. And then, of course, to tighten the tie around your neck, you just simply pull this portion of the knot back here, and there you have it. Essentially, what you would like to see when you're wearing a bow tie. So there you have a nice little example of how to tie a bow tie. Now, there are other issues, of course, that can arise when you're deciding to wear a bow tie. The first one that comes to mind is, what if you're wearing a detachable collar? How do you do it then? Well, here's a Arrow detachable collar. This model is the Boyd roll front, which has a rather handsome appearance when the collar button in the back and front tie it together. You just simply open up the collar in this fashion, and you take your tie and you lace it into the channel created by the open collar first, allowing enough room on either side. You then hold that tight so the tie doesn't fall out, and then you open up the button here to anticipate putting it on the rear collar button on the back of the shirt. And then you attach the collar button first on the back of the shirt, attach the collar button on the front of the shirt, and then tie the tie in the same fashion that I've just tied this tie here in our studio, I should say. And of course, the opposite is true for the traditional wing collar you wear with your dinner clothes. You just simply, in this case, attach the back collar button first, then attach the front collar button and tie the tie in the standard fashion, and you won't have any trouble at all in straightening or anything else that may come up. So there you have it, the bow tie, as we wear it here at the MAB Hollywood studios. I hope you found this indeed to be novel. It's been fun being with you. And join me very soon for a current cinema review right here at MAB Hollywood on your web browser.